Alrighty, well, I decided to do one more tonight. I figure I'll take down, disassemble lube and reassemble my Ruger SP101. It's a 357 Magnum. It is a revolver, obviously, and it holds 5 shots. Also will hold the 5 shots of the 38 Special, which is just a smaller caliber. Just holds less gunpowder. Alright, so to get started, we just need a couple of tools. It only actually takes really one tool to actually take it apart. But you do need something to long and skinny to get in and remove the trigger. So I use just a small flathead screwdriver. I'm going to use a small pick, and I need another small little piece of. I'm going to use this little precision screwdriver. I'll show you what that's for in a minute. Alright, so first of all, we check the chambers, make sure that we are empty, no bullets in there. I'll go ahead and close the chamber again, and we're going to remove the grip by the flathead screwdriver on the bottom. This is not a factory grip. I changed the grip after I got it. This is a nice sturdy rubber grip. The factory grip is a little more plasticky, and it actually screws in the center. This one actually screws in the bottom. There's a little adapter. I'll show you that also. This grip takes a lot of the recoil out of this gun. It's actually really nice to shoot. This, when I shoot this gun, I get very nice type grouping on the targets. And for the short barrel and the 357 Magnums that I shoot, it's really nice. It's really nice to get such tight grouping out of this gun. Very good gun. I like this gun a lot. Everybody who shoots it loves it also. My father shoots it. My little brother shoots it. And I also have my little brother's friend who shoots it. When I call him my little brother, he's actually like 22 years old, but yeah, that's it. He's like 12 years younger than I am. But so there we go. We take out the bottom screw here. This is actually the only screw on the gun that I know of. Like I said, I've taken this gun completely apart. Grip just pulls off like that. It's like I said, a very nice grip. Now this is the adapter piece that I was talking about. This is actually for that grip. You can just pull it off, or I use this screwdriver to make it nice and quick. You just take it and undo these tabs. The piece comes off. You just lay it here, and then this is the little round piece that holds it in the grip frame. So let's see now. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to remove this spring. Now we have to get the spring out so we can get the trigger out. Now there is pressure on this spring at all times. So what we need to do is we need to go ahead and pull back on the trigger. And when we pull back on the trigger, at the bottom of this spring is going to be a hole. And we're going to get that hole to visible. And once it's visible, we're going to stick our little screwdriver in there. And what that's going to do is it's going to relieve the pressure off of the frame of the gun and put it onto the screwdriver now. And now we can pull that piece out. Now, I just leave the screwdriver in there the entire time. I'm dismantling the gun until I'm ready to put it back, because that spring doesn't look like it would be fun to put back on there. So now that we got the spring out, there is no pressure on the hammer now. So if we pull the trigger, the hammer doesn't depress. So this little button back here, it goes all the way through. It is the trigger pin. We just need to pull that out. Use our fingertip there. I just pull up on the hammer just a little bit, let off the pressure, and it slides right out. And now we have our hammer pin out, and then the hammer will slide right out. All you have to do, really, if it's in there, is just maybe back it up a little, and it comes right out. And that's our hammer. Not a conventional hammer. It does not have a pin. It hits a pressure bar, a bar that actually depresses the pin. The pin is actually in the barrel itself, in the frame itself. If you ever need to change it, you just need like a pair of snap ring pliers. Let's see, we got our magnifying glass right here, so you can see that is the firing pin right there. Now, below that, you can see, I'll show you better in a minute, the bar. The bar right there is a safety. Now, that is one of the best features of this gun also. The safety on this gun is, no matter what, if you have the hammer pulled and something happens where the hammer falls, you drop the gun or something, and the hammer hits, it will not hit the firing pin as long as there's no finger on the trigger. If your finger's not on the trigger, it won't hit the firing pin. I'll show you more of that in a little while. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna pull our trigger off now. Now the trigger and the trigger guard come off in one piece. As you can see, the lines on this gun are very nice. There you can barely see that there is a line between the trigger frame and the body of the gun. Even right, I know the camera is not very great, but I can barely see the line myself just sitting here. Okay, so now this is where I was talking about the tool you're gonna need to press the button inside the frame to get the trigger frame off. I use this pick right here. I've actually used the back of drill bits before to get it out. Anything long, skinny, and hard that you can put some pressure behind. So what you do is you just get it in there. You press that button. And once that's pressed, you'll see that it popped up a little there, and you can just pull it out. Now, when you pull this out, you need to be a little careful because there is one part that may fall off, and when it falls off, it is a pain to get back in. This is the safety bar right here. This is the piece that actually presses on the trigger pin, on the firing pin right here. So that is an important part not to lose. If you lose that, the gun will not operate at all. You'll be able to pull the trigger, the barrel will turn, the hammer will drop, but there's no way to fire the gun without that. On the other side of the trigger, we have the piece that locks the chamber, in place. Now, if you pull up on this trigger, this is the part that turns the barrel. It turns the chamber. This is the piece that locks the trigger and the barrel in place right there. This piece right here, if you lift up on it too far, there is a tiny spring that's in the back of here. Now, if it falls off, the design of getting this piece back on there and getting the spring in there is very hard to do. Trust me, I did it by mistake. The first time I took it apart, it went flying, and it went flying 3 or 4 more times while I was trying to fix it. So not a fun thing to deal with if it falls off. So I recommend not even messing with it. Actually, this is as far as I break down the trigger ever. I might take off the trigger, the bar here, the safety bar, just to after after you put a couple hundred rounds to the gun, if at one time I've put a couple hundred rounds to the gun at the range once, and it gets pretty dirty. So I've taken this apart and just wiped it down and used some solvent on it to get it nice and shiny again. So that's about that. Alright, so we'll just go ahead and put that to the side there. Now everything else is toolless, so now all we have to do to get the barrel chamber off is to go ahead and press the chamber release button. That pops out. Then we'll go ahead and we pull the chamber off, just like that. We can go ahead and put the frame down there. Now the chamber itself just pulls right off here, and that's it. That is your the piece that holds the chamber, and here is the chamber itself. As you see, 5 shots. It's got the release for ejecting the bullets, and this is your frame. Nice and clean. Like I said, very nice construction, very heavy. This is a gun that you'll know will last the rest of your life. Has a built-in sight on the actual frame right here, but then has also a sight that you can take off on the front of the barrel right there, just as a little pin. These sights from factory are pretty straight. I haven't done any adjusting on the front one. I'm not even sure if there can be too much adjusting done to it. But the gun shoots maybe a half an inch or an inch to the right and up from target. Let's see now. This is the ejector piece right here. What I normally do is when I take it off, I just clean all this right here area, which gets a little dirty. Clean the back a little. Just wipe everything down really nice. Go ahead and swab the barrel, clean the barrel really nice. Just wipe it all down inside and out, and that's about it right there. I'm going to go ahead and stop the video, and I'm going to start a new video on reassembling.